and I try to stay there. Like,
oh wow!
I try to stay parked there.
That's
like,
cool. Yo,
yeah.
you own the space.
I'm saying.
All right.
I'm a big nigga.
All right. Today we're going to talk about Dave Chappelle's new stand-up special on Netflix called Equanimity.
Mm-hmm.
It is quite, I'm just going to say amazing. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Rotten Tomatoes actually gave it a 63 review.
They're crazy. They're crazy. They're called Rotten Tomatoes.
They are, but the art.
Sorry.
That's off of 8 different expert reviews, but they did have the audience review that was 89%. So it kind of shows you between the two what it actually is. So I mean, 63 isn't even passing. So
yeah, I could deal with an 89. 63, like,
yeah, 63. That's being a little too picky.
Right.
Yeah. Anywho, actually, all right. So with Dave Chappelle, what he did was he really did delve into the whole entire state of the nation right now because he's very intuitive when it comes to general topics in our day-to-day basis of the things that we actually have to deal with all the time.
Right.
And everything that he said was pretty on point. What would you say?
It's pretty accurate. You know what I mean? I feel like you can't really have a problem with his overall message unless you begin to nitpick him making fun of, you know, certain groups, but he's making fun of everybody.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's getting made fun of.
The thing about his special was that everybody got made fun of, but everybody would show respect.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't that he was disrespecting everybody, it was him making light of situations that too many people stress themselves over.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I think it all boils down to you know, what you're, you know, a secure person can joke about themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
if you're not secure with the decisions you make, when you hear something that's kind of like criticizing it,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, you might become defensive. And it's just about people being comfortable in their own skin, whatever that skin is.
Exactly. And he talks about a whole lot of skin. So he goes, if you like anybody, like let's say some of the older people that might be watching this, like a Richard Pryor type of style, which is one of his main idols. He loves Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, and he completely respects Chris Rock. So
Right.
those, if you haven't been watching any of Dave Chappelle's stuff, you would know this is what he's actually representing. He is the type of, he's a comedian's comedian. He isn't going to be 100% on this side or 100% on that side. He's not full left, he's not full right. He has a whole entire bit about there, on there about politics, of course, which is pretty touching.
Yeah, I mean,
topic right now.
You know, he's the type of comedian that he's like, he'll go and he'll be like, hey, those people over there, they're fucked up. And then when you start laughing, he's like, oh, wait a minute, you're fucked up too.
Wait a minute, you're
like,
fucked up too.
Yeah,
because,
Like,
you know,
so don't laugh too hard.
Don't laugh too hard.
Because they about to laugh at you when I'm done.
Exactly. He knows everybody's shit stink. That's the whole entire thing. So
exactly. Everybody shit stinks. Everybody.
Exactly. So overall, the representation with Dave Chappelle and his stand-up, some people, his main thing is that too many people in this country, in this era, is too worried about pussyfooting and tiptoeing on these eggshells that really shouldn't exist at the moment, and we need to be a little bit more open about everything that's happening and have an open discussion.
Right. Like if like there's an elephant in the room. Like, let's not act like the elephant isn't in the room. Let's talk about the elephant.
Let's talk about
the elephant.
It's
in the room.
Exactly.
Like,
don't just walk around the bitch and try to figure out, what to do. And
elephant?
be like, yeah,
what elephant? What are you
exactly.
talking about?
Oh, you know what? Let me move my plate real quick. Get it around this bitch, and be all right.
Why are you moving your plate like that?
Exactly. Why are you moving your plate?
Because there's a fucking elephant in the room.
Fucking elephant in the goddamn room. Does nobody else see this shit?
Man. I see an elephant. I'm like, nigga, you see this elephant?
I'm gonna talk about the elephant as soon as I fucking walk in the door. That's Dave Chappelle is basically.
Yeah.
He's the one. Everybody's at a dinner party with the elephant in the motherfucking room. He walks in the room and says, "Oh shit, there's a motherfucking." He's not gonna make fun of the elephant per se. He's just gonna be like, "Oh shit, there's a motherfucking elephant in the room," and start talking about the elephant. When people start to ignore the elephant, that's when he's the one to really point out the elephant, because he's like, why the fuck are we not talking about the elephant?
Right.
It's like you having casual conversation going around and shit like it's normal. It is not what's supposed to be normal. So let's discuss it.
Right.
Oh my God.
And some people, rate that as 63.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Exactly.
I'm sorry.
The average of it will go to a 63. No, but honestly, when I did watch it, I felt like he was speaking for a lot of people and not just anything specific. He did touch on specific topics like transgender, interracial couples, politics, that kind of stuff, but it wasn't necessarily on some this is how you should think or this is how you shouldn't think. It was what he does like to touch on is present it in a certain way where he feels that you should really think about what the fuck is actually happening and not just ignore it in casual conversation, but it's a representation of not just America, but who we are as individuals.
Right.
And the more we can understand who we are as individuals, the more that we can understand how to respect each other as individuals. And the more respect that we give one another, the more that we can understand who we need to be as a country and not just who we are. Because if we don't respect who we are and figure out who we are as individuals, how do we know how to treat one another?
That was so beautiful.
God damn it.
No, I'm sorry. But I agree. The genius about Dave Chappelle is his ability to be as equally as funny as he is introspective.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that's why he's so good. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna make me laugh. And at the same time, I'm gonna leave with something to think about.
Yeah. He's not an on the surface comedian.
Right.
He's not just gonna do something to make fun of a situation. He's gonna make sure that you think about what the hell is actually going on. And those are some of the best comedians. As I said earlier, was like his favorite is like Richard Pryor. It's like you can tackle a situation that's really fucked up, but at the same exact time make light of it without saying that it didn't matter. He's letting you know what actually matters at the same exact time as making you laugh, because the more that you can sprinkle a little bit of laughter on something, the better or easier it is to digest.
Right.
A little bit of sugar in that medicine will make it go down better, So that's exactly what he does. Alright, so what rating do you actually give this Netflix special?
What's the scale?
We got we got and we got nah. You can make some shit in between, but honestly, those are the main three.
Yeah.
You wanna give it a
Yeah.
Why would you give it a yeah?
Why would I not?
Damn. That one says it all. Honestly, I'm gonna have to give it a yeah as well, but mainly because the last one I wasn't really feeling. The last Netflix special that he did, it was good. It was but we're gonna end up doing a full review of that. If you actually want it, you're gonna have to ask for that shit.
Yeah.
But this is the one that we're reviewing right now, so I don't want to go too deep into it, but it does get a yeah from me. So let's rock with that right now.
Cool.
Good shit.
Good shit.
That's kind of how I feel about the whole entire episode, or the special for Netflix. So
I agree.
All right. Well, thank you very much for looking at this review. We really do appreciate you tuning in. This episode has been brought to you by nobody, because we have absolutely no sponsors. So, ching ching. Thank you so much.
Oh, konbanwa. This Netflix notables for the Netflix series Terrace House. If you love Japanese culture as much as I do and have an interest in reality shows such as The Real World, then this show is for you. 3 girls, 3 guys, looking for love and a lot of whiskey. Oh, things are bound to get interesting. Let us know in the comments below if you'd like us to do a full review of this series.